Hey, hey, sorry, I had something in my eye. Hey, my friend, welcome to this video. I really should start shooting this video again, but guess what? I like keeping it raw. I like keeping it real. I just had something in my eye. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not afraid to hide it. So, in the last 98 videos that I've made for you, in the last 98 videos, I've shared all of my inspirations with you. I've shared some of my favorite music that inspires me. I've shared some of my favorite people that have inspired me. I've shared some of my favorite movies that inspire me. I've shared all these posters around my room that I have here because they inspire me. In this video, I wanted to share my top seven, my top seven books that have inspired me. The reason I started laughing then was I put up Seven Fingers, which being 30 years old, I know how much Seven Fingers is without ever counting. But I looked at it just to make sure I did have seven fingers up. Like, I don't know why I second guessed myself, but I just did, even though I do know how to count. I failed maths in high school, but I do know how to count, I promise. So, anyway, I'm acting crazy because this is the second to last video that I've made in this 100 videos, a 72-hour challenge, and I'm just so excited about the fact that I've done it. So, again, in this video, I want to show you 7 books that have really changed my life. And hopefully, if you haven't read maybe 1 or 2 or any of these books, you can go and check them out yourself and maybe purchase them and go through them and use them to inspire you too. So the very first book is a book that I believe everyone has probably read. If you're watching this video, it's possible that you've read this book. If you haven't, you really need to, because this is the Entrepreneur's Bible. This is a book called Think and Grow Rich. To me, this is where it all starts. Think and Grow Rich. And basically, it's got a title that I think non-business people, non-entrepreneurs, non-people without, people that aren't really ambitious, they won't understand it. Think and Grow Rich, it sounds like some thing that just what Think and Grow Rich is all about is not only setting goals, but embedding them in your subconscious mind to go out there and get them. That's really what the secret behind Think and Grow Rich is all about. And if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend you pick up a copy. There are so many copies of this book floating around this earth that you can pick up a copy for like a couple of dollars, if not $1 on Amazon. I've found this book in secondhand stores. This is probably the most popular book in their stores. There's like 4 or 5 copies of it. And because, those people that didn't get the message in this book, they just threw it away. But this book, as it says here, this book could be worth $1 million to you, and it's the absolute truth. I'm not making any promises, but it is still the absolute truth. So, Think and Grow Rich, the first book that I recommend. The second book, and by the way, these aren't in any particular order. They're just in the order that I picked them up from my pile of books over there. So the second book that I highly recommend, I read this book for the first time this year, and it instantly became one of my favorite books because it's just so powerful. And the book is called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I checked this out too, by the way. I mentioned in one of my other videos that I played basketball for years and years and years and years and years, and this is one of the skills that I developed. But the power of the subconscious mind. It is what it's about what you would think it's about. It is about the power of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like the most powerful supercomputer on this earth. And when you understand how to use it, you are going to become one powerful human being, all right? So to me, this is like the instruction manual to how the human brain works. And if you're an owner of a human brain, it might come in handy. It might concern you to learn how to use that thing so you can go out and achieve whatever it is that you want. And this book, it will show you how to do that. This book is that powerful. The power of your subconscious mind. All right, so the third book that I want to share is a book that I've shared many times throughout these videos is The 4-Hour Workweek. Tim Ferriss, he's my favorite author because the dude, I relate to him so much. He's just this crazy, just funny, just kind of a weird dude that is just, I don't know, he just inspired me so much to go out and live my dream, which is, as I've shared in these videos over and over again, my dream is to go out and to travel the world. I want to move to Costa Rica, but I also want to travel the world, and I want to inspire other people to do the same. And the reason why I want to do that is I've always wanted to do it, didn't know if it was ever possible, but then when I found Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Workweek, I truly realized that it is possible. And that is what I'm going to do. Thank you to Tim Ferriss. If you haven't read the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, not only is it a great lifestyle book, not only is it one of the best business books ever written, but it's just a really damn fun read as well. It's so much fun to read. And look, the 4-Hour Workweek title, get that out of your head. That is a lie. It's just a catchy title, okay? No one is really going to work 4 hours a week. Most people are not, but still, the lessons in this book and the stories he tells are just incredible and something I recommend to every single person on this earth, especially people building a business. So the next book I want to share is a book called The Magic of Thinking Big. And again, this book, it's pretty much, the title is pretty self-explanatory. This book is going to show you how to stop thinking small, how to stop playing small, and to go out there and not only get the goal that you may feel like you want right now, but to even get bigger goals than that, So The Magic of Thinking Big, an amazing book, one of the first books I ever read when I was told to read books, and I highly recommend it to anybody who is building a business. And it says, The Magic of Thinking Big, acquire the secrets of success, achieve everything you've always wanted. Does that not sound enticing? Would you not want to read that book after hearing that title? That is The Magic of Thinking Big. So the next book I want to share is a book called Way of the Peaceful Warrior. Now, this was a book that was shared with me by a guy named Aaron Rashkin. And Aaron Rashkin is a leader in this industry. He's a 7-figure earner. He's an amazing dude. I love Aaron Rashkin. He's such a cool guy. But one of the books that he recommended when he was going through one of the biggest struggles in his life was the Way of the Peaceful Warrior. And if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend you pick it up. It's not like other personal development books where it's like a bunch of knowledge. This is actually a story. And it is going to show you how to go out there, get in touch with your spiritual side, but also just really let you know your place on this earth. And when you know more about what you are and who you are, it's just so powerful. Now, another book I wanted to share with you that I don't have with me at the moment because I lent it to my cousin, Jordan. So Jordan, if you ever see this video, it's possible that you won't, it's possible that you may. Read that damn book, dude. Come on, I lent it to you for a reason. Now, that book is called Psycho-Cybernetics. Now, there's two things I love about Psycho-Cybernetics. The first thing is when you're reading it in public, it makes you look like a really smart person. Reading a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, I used to sit in the airport, or I used to sit on public transport, or I used to sit even at work. I would read this book when I had my old job. I'd read this in the lunchroom, and I would hold it up high so everyone, hold it up like this so everyone could see what I was reading, because I wanted everyone to think I was a super duper smart guy. But Psycho-Cybernetics, it was actually, the funny thing about Psycho-Cybernetics is that it was written by a plastic surgeon, and he talks about, in that book, he talks about your self-image. And that book is going to give you all the self-confidence you'll ever need to go out and really just change your life. Because I know a lot of us, we struggle with we struggle with a lack of confidence. We struggle with the fact that we don't think we're good enough. The book Psycho-Cybernetics, again, my cousin Jordan has it. Jordan, read that damn book. I want to read it again. That book will change your life because it will empower you. Really, all these books will empower you, and especially the book Psycho-Cybernetics. So the very last book I want to share, that I wanted to share with you right now, again, I have a whole pile of books, and I recommend every single last one of those books over there, but I wanted to keep this video short. I can't go through all those videos. This video is already long enough. I mean, I can't go through all those books. This video is already long enough, but the very last book I wanted to share is a book called The Mastery of Love by a guy named Don Miguel Ruiz. And what I love about The Mastery of Love is just the ancient Toltec wisdom that is in this book. And basically what this book is about is it's all about the mastery of love, but really it's not necessarily 100% about relationships or anything like that. It's more about self-love. Isn't that funny? Self-love. That could be conceived as something dirty, but by self-love, I mean realizing that you are a magnificent, wonderful, unique, incredible human being. And the quicker you realize that, the quicker you can move forward towards whatever it is that you're moving forward towards, whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is. The quicker you realize how incredible and how unique you are as an individual, the faster you're going to move forward with your life and just move into your dream, step into your dream. Okay, so those were the was it 7 books? Yeah, it was 7 books that I wanted to share with you. Let me know, have you read any of these books? And Are there any books that you would recommend to me? I mean, again, I've read a shit ton of books. I've read a ton of books, so these aren't the only 7 that I've ever read. But if there are books that you highly recommend, books that are on your top 10 list or your top 7 list, let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, if you think it might help somebody else, go ahead and share it. Go ahead and spread it on your social media accounts. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in video 100. I know that's only 10, but you know, in video 100 of my 100 videos in 72 hours challenge. All right, I'm super excited for the next video. Go ahead and watch that. If you want to check out some of these books, I will link to them below this video on my blog, and I'll see you again in the very next video. Okay, bye.